Days OFO You Are Live's next TWO weeks. DiMera resurrection shocks Salem as fan favorite returns from the dead. In a twist that will send shockwaves through Salem, Days of Our Lives is preparing to unveil one of the most anticipated returns in recent memory. According to multiple spoiler sources, the secret DiMera lab project that EJ, Dan Feuereagle, and Dr. Wilhelm Rolf, Richard Wharton, have been desperately protecting is about to bear fruit, and it's not Stefano. The February 2026 episodes will finally reveal what, or rather who, has been gestating in that mysterious cryogenic chamber. While fans long speculated about another Stefano resurrection, insiders confirm that Dr. Rolf's cryptic promise that she will open her eyes again soon points to a very different DiMera. All evidence suggests that Lexi Carver, Renee Jones, is about to make a stunning return from the dead, sending shockwaves through her family and completely upending the power structure at DiMera Enterprises. The timing couldn't be more dramatic. Abe Carver, James Reynolds, and Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, have just begun to rebuild their life together, while Theo Carver, Tyler Joseph Andrews, has finally stepped into a leadership role at the family company. Lexi's resurrection threatens to dismantle all of that in an instant. What we're filming right now is genuinely shocking, a set source revealed. The writers have found a way to bring back a beloved character that actually makes sense within the show's history, and the fallout is going to affect nearly every family in Salem. The Great Escape. EJ's desperate gambit. Meanwhile, EJ DiMera finds himself in an increasingly precarious position. After being physically tossed into the family crypt by unknown assailants, EJ has joined the growing list of DiMeras being held captive in the very place where their ancestors rest. The week of December 15, 2025, showed EJ and Kristen, Stacy Heideck, engaging in a physical brawl, sibling rivalry taken to terrifying new extremes when you're both imprisoned in a mausoleum. But EJ has never been one to accept captivity gracefully. Spoilers indicate that the former DiMera heir is already formulating an elaborate escape plot that could have devastating consequences for everyone involved. Sources suggest EJ will leverage his knowledge of the crypt's secret passages, knowledge he gained during his previous tenure as DiMera Patriarch, to orchestrate a daring breakout. The question remains, will he escape alone, or will he bring the other captive DiMeras with him? And more importantly, what or who will he find waiting for him in the lab once he breaks free? An unlikely alliance forms. As the DiMera kidnapping crisis escalates, two of Salem's most unexpected players are joining forces in a development that has fans buzzing. According to the latest spoilers, Gabi Hernandez, Sherry Jimenez, and Theo Carver are about to find themselves drawn together in ways neither anticipated. Theo's return to Salem has been marked by increasingly erratic behavior that has those closest to him deeply concerned. His father Abe and stepmother Paulina have noticed significant changes in his demeanor, but no one could have predicted the surprising connection forming between the recently returned tech mogul and the fiery Gabi. Gabi and Theo are two people who have every reason to hate the DiMeras, observed a show insider. That shared pain and desire for justice or revenge, depending on how you look at it, is creating a bond that neither of them expected. Whether it becomes romantic remains to be seen, but the chemistry is absolutely there. This alliance couldn't come at a more critical moment. With the FBI closing in on EJ's secret lab and Mark Green, Jonah Robinson, finding himself surrounded by federal agents, the investigation into the DiMera disappearances is reaching a fever pitch. Gabi and Theo's partnership could prove instrumental in unraveling the mystery, or it could complicate matters in ways no one anticipates. Sarah's shocking discovery. The hypnosis sessions that Sarah Horton, Lindsay Godfrey, has been undergoing with Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, are about to yield explosive results. After weeks of fragmented memories and nagging suspicions, Sarah is finally piecing together the truth about the night of her accident, and the revelation will shake the Kyriakis family to its core. Early spoilers suggest that Sarah's recovered memories will point directly to Fiona Cook, Serena Scott Thomas, as the driver responsible for her near-fatal crash. This discovery comes at the worst possible moment for Xander, Paul Telfer, who has been desperately trying to rebuild his relationship with Sarah while maintaining peace within his complicated family structure. The fallout from Sarah's revelation will force Xander to make an impossible choice between the woman he loves and his family loyalty. Sources indicate that this storyline will reach its climax during the February sweeps period, with consequences that permanently alter the Kyriakis family dynamic. Sophia's dangerous game intensifies. While the adults of Salem grapple with kidnappings and resurrections, the younger set is embroiled in a dangerous game of their own. Sophia Choi, Rachel Boyd, continues her campaign to destroy Holly Jonas's life, and her latest scheme involves manipulating Rachel Black, Alice Halsey, in increasingly disturbing ways. After Rachel's shocking admission that she shot DiMera, Sophia sees an opportunity to weaponize the troubled young girl against her enemies. Spoilers indicate that Sophia will encourage Rachel to act out even more dramatically, potentially setting off a chain reaction that could land both girls in serious trouble. Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, remains oblivious to the extent of Sophia's influence over his daughter, instead focusing his attention on his growing connection with Sarah Horton. This blindness to Rachel's manipulation could prove catastrophic, especially as Sophia's schemes grow increasingly bold. Sophia is emerging as one of the most dangerous young villains the show has seen in years, noted a spoiler analyst. She's smart, she's patient, and she understands exactly how to manipulate the people around her. Rachel is just her latest pawn. The crypt keeps growing. Perhaps most alarming of all, the DiMera crypt continues to fill with unwilling residents. After EJ's imprisonment, spoilers confirm that another body will be dumped into the crypt during the week of December 15, 2025. This brings the total number of captive DiMeras to an unprecedented 5, raising the question: who is behind this systematic kidnapping, and what do they hope to achieve? Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, and Theo Carver have been working frantically to identify the culprit, but every lead seems to hit a dead end. The discovery of Stefano's bones in the crypt earlier only deepened the mystery, suggesting that someone with intimate knowledge of DiMera history and DiMera secrets is orchestrating this campaign of terror. What's next? The next 2 weeks. As Days of Our Lives moves into late February 2026, viewers can expect the Lexi revelation. The truth about the lab's occupant will finally be revealed, with Renee Jones reportedly returning to film emotional scenes reuniting Lexi with Abe, Theo, and her DiMera family. EJ's escape. Dan Feuerriegel will showcase his action chops as EJ executes his daring escape from the crypt, leading to a dramatic confrontation with whoever has been holding the DiMeras captive. Gabi and Theo's alliance deepens. Watch for Sherry Jimenez and Tyler Joseph Andrews to share increasing screen time as their characters unite against common enemies. Sarah's confrontation. Lindsay Godfrey will deliver powerful performances as Sarah finally confronts Fiona with her recovered memories. Sophia's scheme unravels. Rachel Boyd's villainous turn reaches new heights as Sophia's manipulation of Rachel Black begins to spin out of control. The bigger picture. These interconnected storylines represent a bold new direction for Days of Our Lives as it continues to honor its rich history while pushing toward an uncertain future. The potential resurrection of Lexi Carver, a beloved character whose death devastated fans, suggests that head writers are listening to audience desires for legacy character returns. At the same time, the show is investing heavily in its next generation of characters. The Sophia/Rachel/Holly/Tate quadrangle provides ample drama for younger viewers, while the Gabi/Theo pairing offers a fresh, romantic possibility that could pay dividends for years to come. We're telling stories that honor where we've been while looking toward where we're going, a show representative explained. The next 2 weeks are just the beginning of a much larger tapestry we're weaving. For longtime viewers, the prospect of Lexi's return represents an emotional homecoming. For newer fans, it's an opportunity to understand why the DiMera family has dominated Salem for decades. Either way, the next 2 weeks promise the kind of gripping, emotional, and utterly unpredictable storytelling that has kept Days of Our Lives on the air for more than 60 years. Will Lexi's resurrection bring the DiMera family together or tear them apart forever? Can EJ escape his captors before they add another body to the crypt? And will Gabi and Theo's unexpected alliance blossom into something more? Tune in to Peacock to witness every shocking moment as Salem's latest chapter unfolds.